I don't know. Someone was out there. I don't know who it was. This is Radio Man. We're just getting set up here. I'll be busy for just a couple minutes, so if you guys need radio checks, just grab someone else on the channel.
Get down one channel. Down there in Brunswick, he says he can hear you pretty good.
Oh, who it was? This is Radio Man. We're just getting set up here. I'll be busy for just...
Yeah, Temple on that. Yeah, well, I can hear him triple cross pretty good there, but yeah, triple cross, he can hear you, but not that well. But anyway, you are making it down there to Brunswick. Yeah, 42, thanks to that, Mr. President. Yeah, this is still working progress.
Oh, who it was? This is Radio...
Oh, you're doing a good job, triple cross. You sound good up this way, for sure. Thank you, thank you. Paranoid, can you hear this radio now? Yeah, who's that? Who's calling that Mr. Paranoid now? Foxplug, I got a new radio set up. Just wondering if you could hear me or not. Foxplug, absolutely, yeah. You give me, there's something like 9 up here, almost touching the extent. Oh, so we got a new QT80 hooked up. Pitbull on the QT80, oh, that sounded good, for sure. Fairfield, no shit, well, thank you very much. I guess we're getting out now, aren't we? Thanks for that, boys. I'll be waiting for check-in. Yeah, you're welcome, Carl and Brunswick. Everyone sounds really good on this radio compared to the other ones I've been running. 42.
Yeah, just so you guys know, going out to the stream, all you guys sending me messages. There's a pile of people sending me messages and calling me on the radio right when I'm trying to get set up. And so if I don't get back to you, it's because I can't. And but anyways, we're going to get started. Alright, is everyone ready to get Maine Sidebanders rolling here? I guess we'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go, Radio Man. Let's go. Okay, it's 0-100 hours.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, everyone, welcome to the Thursday night Maine Sidebanders extravaganza. And welcome. Everyone's welcome to check in the roll call. We do it every Thursday, 8 o'clock, either on this channel or channel 37. We try to go to 37, but as soon as I announce it, that's when the skip comes back. So if you guys are looking for skip, just let me know, and I'll announce channel 37, and the skip will be sure to be back. So that is why we're down here tonight, and that is why there's no skip on channel 37 to speak of. But anyways, with that out of the way, let me, how about that Mr. Moose up there? Let's see if we can get that Mr. Moose up in Somerset County. How about it, Mr. Moose? Okay there, Mr. Moose, we got you up in Fairfield. We figured we'd start up in the north tonight. Is there, you want to put a call out for anyone up your way for Maine Sidebanders, and I'll listen? Let me try that again. I don't know, Mr. Moose, you want to put a call out up your way for Maine Sidebanders? Okay, copy that on the all quiet. All right, we'll real quick. We usually don't get anyone, but I like to call them as occasionally do. How about Waldo or Knox County? Waldo or Knox County for Maine Sidebanders. All right, nothing heard. I'm sure we got Mr. Paranoid there waiting. How about Lincoln County? Lincoln County.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Lincoln County, Mr. Paranoid up here in Waldoboro.
Yeah, Mr. Paranoid, while you're at it, why don't you, and I'll listen, why don't you put a call out for like Lincoln County and Kennebec County, see if we get anybody.
Yeah, anybody out here want to check in to Maine Sidebanders? Anybody want to check in? Let's go.
Spark plug will be in South Gardner.
I got Sparkplug, direct Sparkplug, and I wanted to know I got a good copy on you. Sound great. That's a good radio sound in there.
I do hear 389 Northern Maine trying to check in. 389 Jim in Northern Maine. I do hear 389 Jim in Northern Maine. Yeah, 389 in Northern Maine wants to check in there, Radio Man. He's hollering out to Mr. Paranoid, so he's trying to check in, Radio Man. 389 is a Jim in Northern Maine.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that. I do not have a copy on Jim, but I did get Sparkplug, and I don't know if Sparkplug heard me. Radio's sounding great over here in New Gloucester, Sparkplug, and I did note down 389 Jim, and appreciate the relay. I don't think we got anyone else, so appreciate Moose and Paranoid doing the relay to get the signal out a little farther up into northern Maine there for me. Birdman was in there a minute ago. Birdman, how about Birdman in Kennebec County? Well, they're up on 905, so I'm going to guess Birdman dipped up to 905. All right, let's see. Sparkplug, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Radio Man.
Yeah, like I said, I just letting you know that radio's sounding great, so you made a good pick there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Those of you who don't know, Sparkplug over there in South Gardner just got a QT80, right? You got the QT80?
Yes, I did, yep.
Okay, very good. All right. Sounding great there, Sparkplug. All right, with that said, let's grab Franklin and Oxford County. How about Franklin or Oxford County for Maine Sidebanders?
513, Oxford County.
513, big signal coming in there from Sumner. If I remember. Yeah, Sumner. All right, how about anyone else for Franklin and Oxford County for Maine Sidebanders?
Franklin and Oxford County for Maine Sidebanders. Anybody out there got a copy? Did you copy that, Mr. Pipeline, Radio Man?
Yes, I did copy Mr. Pipeline direct, and also wanted to note that TB505, I believe, is having radio problems. He just gave us the wave from Facebook. I believe he is having radio problems and won't be on tonight. So just wanted to note TB505, we're glad you're listening in on the internet stream. All right, with that said, let's go over to Androscoggin County. How about Androscoggin County for Maine Sidebanders?
Hawkeye, Lisbon Falls, over.
Oh my God, Hawkeye! Man, we haven't. I had to pull yours out of the archives. We haven't heard you on in so long on here.
Who the hell is this new guy?
All right, who else we got for Androscoggin County?
207-207 over here in Minot.
207 and mine it. Good copy on you, 207, mine it. Very good copy. All right, who else we got for Androscoggin County?
Cobra Whale.
Cobra and Wales. All right, we have priority radio traffic for Cobra and Wales. Cobra, did the UPS guy make his drop?
He did, finally. It was almost 7 o'clock, and I haven't unveiled it yet. I was going to ask Screwdriver if there was a special time.
All right, we'll put that out to Screwdriver here in a few minutes. We're pretty close to wrapping up the roll call here. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? And we can, those of you sticking around, you'll hear what Cobra's got to unveil. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? All right, no one else. How about Saginaw County? I haven't heard this guy very much this week. Saginaw County, I'm hoping we got a Clearwater in there.
Take it on the
490 Rigor Mortis Rooster.
Holy moly! They're coming out of the woodwork tonight. Rigor Mortis Rooster with a huge signal. Just about wiped out Clearwater. Let me just double check. I got Rigor Mortis Rooster over in Bath. Clearwater, was that you? All right, we got Clearwater and Topsum. Clearwater, you got to pump it up. Rigor Mortis Rooster just came in there with the hammer.
I'm having a few problems.
Oh no! Is that why we haven't been hearing much of you lately? All right, we're gonna have to send you a message later and see what's going on, or if you're around after I get roll call done, we'll find out. We got to go circle back around to Cobra, and we got to circle back around to Clearwater here. All right, who else we got in Saginaw County?
Still so over in Boneham, waving a hand. Good evening, fellas.
All right, I got Steel Toe. There was someone else under Steel Toe. Who was that? Go ahead. Someone else that was under Steel Toe. Anyone copy that? I thought I heard a station. Anyone copy that?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, maybe I'm imagining things. All right, another call for Saginaw County before I move on. Anyone else? Okay, I heard you, Risky Whiskey. We're going to get to you in just a second. We're in Saginaw County right now, Risky Whiskey, but I did hear you. How about Cumberland County? Cumberland County for Maine Sidebanders.
I'm here.
Okay, I got two people. I got Triple Cross in Brunswick. And I got Greg in Portland. Who else we got for Cumberland County? Okay, I got Maniac in Wyndham. Anyone else for Cumberland County? Nope, we got you, Jim. There's just a lot of people coming in from Cumberland County. There was two of you, but I heard you, Jim. All right, there was someone else. I only got Jim on that one. Who was the other station? 384. That would be, the gentleman in Sebago. Okay. Yeah, Jim, apologies. What do we have here? 5 stations in Cumberland County. They were just all coming in at once. So, but we did. So just to recap, Cumberland County, I got Triple Cross in Brunswick. I got Greg in Portland, Maniac in Wyndham, Jim in Portland, and 384 in Sebago. Any other stations for Cumberland County before I move on to York County?
323 in Raymond.
Yeah, 323 in Raymond. Very good. Another call for Cumberland County. Who else we got for Cumberland County?
Screwdriver, way over here.
Screwdriver, way over in New Gloucester. All right, we're going to switch over to York County here, so stand by. All right, Risky Whiskey, I got the beam pointed south. We're calling Cumberland County. How about those stations in Cumberland County? York County. Whoops, York County.
Yeah, Risky Whiskey checking in on the mobile. I'll go back in the house and we'll try to do a little radio check on the base.
Okay, yeah, good copy on the mobile. We got you. We'll put you down and yeah, go ahead and run in. I'll do another call for York County. How about that York County? I got the beam pointed south. How about any stations, York County for Maine Sidebanders?
Yeah, you got Phil here over in Shapley.
Okay, very good. We got Phil and Shapley. Any other stations in York County? That's bringing us up. Phil's bringing us up to number 23 on the roll call. Any other stations for Maine Sidebanders in York County?
Yeah, about 116 here from the base. 116 from the base. Risky Whiskey.
I actually got an S unit more on the mobile, but I can't copy you from the base. I copy you just fine. You were kind of lighting up the 3 on my striker, and you're only lighting up to about maybe the 1 or the 2 on the base. So a little better on the mobile. I don't know if Screwdriver was paying attention. Did you notice that?
Come back one more time, Risky Whiskey.
Yeah, roger that. You guys are in the noise pretty good. The receive's a lot better on my mobile for sure. So the mobile obviously beats the 3-foot tram.
Are you on the base right now, or are you on the mobile?
I am on the base right now, on the base.
Yeah, you're right at my static level. You give me the mobile gives me about 4 dB more than your base. So something is not quite right with that base, because you're right at my static level at like a 3, and your mobile was giving me a 9.
Yeah, roger. I'll go back out on the mobile.
Same scenario here, too. He's right with the static. I can hear him, but he's not giving me anything. And he was like 3 lights on the mobile.
Yeah, so if you're free after Risky Whiskey, we can definitely do some experimenting and get some questions and answers going.
I can hear him over in Ossipee.
Yeah, I guess while we're at it, too, we'll just grab KC in the intermission here. KC over in Ossipee, and I did copy what you said. Yeah, so everyone was noticing the same thing I did. Just real quick, any other stations for York County real quick? Okay, any stations? We got KC. Is there any other stations? State of New Hampshire? State of New Hampshire? All right, negative copy on that, and we'll do a final call. Any stragglers? Any stragglers for Maine Sidebanders? Any stations that would like to get in? All right, I'm going to take that as a no. And I don't know about you guys, but I was picturing Risky Whiskey running through the house like he had a live bomb in his hand trying to get to the base radio. Out of my way! Who said that? Okay, so you're on the base. Go ahead and make a transmission so a few other stations out there can kind of get an idea what you sound like on the mobile now.
Yeah, roger that. On the mobile. Yeah, the base is just a damn 3-foot tram-matic antenna up 10 feet in the air, so it's only 13 feet high total, so I wasn't expecting...
840 Wrench Man's trying to check in, Radio Man.
Stand by, Paranoid, but I did copy. Okay. Hey, did you move your mobile at all?
I think I checked in the same spot, maybe 10 feet away or something.
Okay, copy that. Let me just real quick, Paranoid, I did copy the 840 Wrenchman in Plymouth. Good evening to Wrenchman in Plymouth.
Evening, Wrenchman in Plymouth. You got the moose here. Got the moose waving hello. Yeah, I hope I'm invited to that group lunch thing. I'd love to go and friggin' meet some of you guys in person.
Yes, absolutely there, Risky Whiskey. There's a few stations north of us here that were chatting real quick. Wrenchman, I just wanted to note I am copying you direct, Wrenchman. I was moving my antenna to see if I could hear you a little better, but I am copying on the Omni there, Wrenchman, and a few stations were waving hi to you, like Moose, and there was another station waving, if you're hearing me, Wrenchman.
Hey, you hear Radio Man?
Yes, I am copying. I'm still hearing them pretty good on the Omni, so I guess I gotta look up and see where Plymouth is roughly to point my beam. Oh, geez, that's Wrenchman's up in he's kind of, wow, Wrenchman's quite a ways up there.
Get some good elevation up here.
Well, I moved the beam a little to the east. Wrenchman, do you copy any better? God dang it, I don't get out. Yeah, I got the noise reduction on so I can hear you a little bit better, but I do have a good copy on your Wrenchman. It's weak. I can hear you. Alright, ooh, I just hot switched the antenna. That probably wasn't good. I don't know, I think I heard an arc and a spark.
Minor. I heard two people down there. I heard Wild Bill come in there as you were switching your antennas. I don't remember where he's from, but good evening, good evening. You say down there in Derry? No, 10 more. Well, you're definitely sounding good, and I'm sure Radio Man is writing you down and spinning his beam as we speak. Yeah, that's not a bad trip. Roger, roger. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Pipeline. Oh, we are doing well. How you doing? Welcome to my world, but only I'm getting about 20 dB on the AM side, so I got you beat. Roger. Yeah, I'll be up to camp this weekend, Pipeline, so I'm sure I'll be yelling, but I don't have an amp or anything up there, so it'll be a little sweet. But I'm sure I'll be going in and out of the camper at some point in time.
Hey, about that Wild Bill. How about that Wild Bill in Derry, New Hampshire? Wild Bill in Derry, New Hampshire. Do you copy, Radio Man?
Roger. I'm gonna be quiet now, Radio Man trying to contact someone.
Huh, I was hearing him, but I guess he doesn't hear me. How about that Wild Bill in New Hampshire? Wild Bill in New Hampshire. Well, let me try the Omni. I don't know. Wild Bill in New Hampshire? How about that Wild Bill in New Hampshire?
Friggin' Wild Bill, where'd you go? I heard a couple of voices in there. I couldn't tell what was what.
Yeah, he said, oh, sorry, and then I'm getting swamped, and the guys are all like one frequency up, but sorry, I'm back, and then I got swamped. About that Wild Bill, you got a copy? Above that screwdriver, above that screwdriver. I don't know if you were talking over me above that screwdriver.
I know I was trying to turn my beam, but yeah, I get more static on it, so it didn't really help anything.
What do you got for a beam?
Oh, I don't even remember which one this one is. I think it's the Moonraker I was trying to turn.
What's your 20? You were really loud.
I'm over here in New Gloucester.
Gloucester. You sound like you're in my backyard.
Oh, yeah. I got a 5/8 up in a pine tree about 60 feet, 50, 60 feet, something like that, so it seems to do pretty decent.
That's the 10-4. Yeah. I'm out here in Shapley, and boy, I'll tell you, you are loud.
And more on the Shapley. Well, it's definitely sounding good over here, that's for sure. You sound real good.
We thank you. Yeah, we're running an Antron 99 out of a ICOM 718 with a D104 mic.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely sounding good, man. Where'd that Wild Bill go? One more time, Mr. Wild Bill, where'd you go? And I think that was you again, but you kind of went down. Well, I say that. Maybe my static level went up a tad. I'm having a hard time pulling you out now. Before, you seemed like you were just a little bit above that static level more when you first came in.
No, he dropped down just under the can't understand him. If that was him.
I did turn my noise blanker up and drop my static level a little, so let me see if I can hear you now, Wild Bill. Yeah, you need to maybe speak up into that mic a little more, yell into it, you just get that just a little bit more power, possibly. 'Cause, yeah, when you first came in, you were definitely a little bit stronger than you are now. Yeah, go ahead. What's going on, man?
Not much. I was on vacation last week down in your area. If I would have known you guys were on 37 lower, I could have brought it CB in the truck. But, yeah, my antenna situation. I can't move the mast forward or backwards. I have a Joe gun.
Oh, no. Why can't you, oh, is it permanent because of the square boom? Should be able to undo it, I would think so. All of them that I had, I thought I could.
They have the square tubing for the cross antennas.
I know the elements you couldn't move, but I thought the boom support was still clamped on with square U-bolts, no?
Oh, you got the boom that's a solid piece in the center, and the two end pieces come off the end.
Oh, Roger. So what are you going to do? Just put it up on a little bit more mass pipe to get the bottom of the elements above the hazer?
Go get a 15-foot mast pipe and put that up rather than a 10-foot.
10-4. There you go.
I don't know if you can hear us, screwdriver, but somebody's hollering the radio man down in there.
All right, I'll be quiet for a minute. Radio man, you try to spin that beam, make it happen.
Who's that hollering for radio man?
Just turned my mic gain up. It was down a little bit too much.
Holy crap, that friggin', that made a difference out here. Wild Bill said he turned up his mic gain and he noticed it was down. I'm like, well, I'll do it on sideband.
Wild Bill, that made a huge difference. Turn the mic gain up all the way. Wild Bill, swing for the friggin' fences. Turn it up!
I don't know what happened now, but that last time he came in, he was friggin' hammering. Well, for being out there.
Yeah, his audio went down again. His audio went down again.
Is your wife cleaning every time you turn around and turning the knobs down on you? I would probably check on that. Well, that was short-lived.
Oh, that was funny. That made me laugh out loud, Cobra. Is your wife clean?
I don't know, some people's wives, they might be cleaning while they're trying to talk on the radio. I'm like, don't touch that knob.
Sometimes those echo knobs seem to get cleaned all the time and turned for people.
What part of New Hampshire was he in, screwdriver? I already forgot.
He was in Derry, New Hampshire. Took place. Maybe he's got a red balloon. We all slow down here.
Tell me about it.
You know, it's real helpful that Greg and Jim are one channel below, and then you got the guys up north of Augusta, they're one channel above. We have dual conversations going on both sides of us.
I would be in the car for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
window into the sun?
Near Londonderry, not super far from like Nashville's past it.
Those damn KLM things are crap.
Yeah, good thing I haven't paid for it yet.
Oh, you sound fine now. It's yeah, perfect.
All right, well, there we go.
Yeah, I think Wild Bill's not hearing us that well.
Well, we were able to make confirmed contact for 10 seconds, so I'll write that in as a win.
That's weird because when he first came in, the first time, I mean, he was, I wasn't paying attention to the meter exactly, but he was like a 6. You know, so he was but he was a dB and a half above static level over here, and then he kind of faded like right down to like that 5, right at the static level where it got really hard.
Yeah, when I said, who's that hollering for radio, man? He freaking came in and he was giving me, again, he was up to that almost 2 lights, and his freaking was loud, and he was getting over the cross channel from the other frequency, and then he just went off.
Really gonna get my good preamp going one of these days. Try to get one of those 2 working again, because those work so much better than this one that's built in the amp, that's for sure.
Don't need no stinking preamp.
We don't need no stinking preamp.
Oh, there he is again.
What are you running for a setup down there, Wild Bill? Wild Bill, what are you running for a setup down there in New Hampshire?
This sounds like a mystery for the Hardy Boys.
That's what I was thinking.
As long as you're not getting a clue. I'm still not getting them over here.
I can pull them out when they turn on the preamp. Everybody else blows me out the door.
Yeah, we gotta turn on the preamps. Turn on some more preamps. Maybe that'll help, right?
Check 1-2, Wild Bill 603 out here in Kittery. Just trying to see how this radio is sounding. Gonna post it up on our web.
I always forget to try to do the AGC off thing. 'Cause sometimes that helps pick out them really weak signals, but I never remember to try.
All right, hold on a second. Hey, Risky Whiskey, you still in there, Risky Whiskey? All right. Well, I just got Wild Bill sent a video to the main CB group chat, and it looks like he's running a QT80, and he said he was in Kittery. So, Kittery.
Oh, Roger, I thought he said dairy. No, Kittery, yeah, I mean, you would think Risky Whiskey would be a little bit closer to here, maybe.
Yeah, how about that Wild Bill? How about that Wild Bill? Yeah, how about that Wild Bill? How about that Wild Bill there? about that Wild Bill there? How about that Wild Bill? What'd I miss?
Well, I guess not.
Hey, Greg Bob.
Yes, sir.
If you're around the weekend or something, we ought to try Cobra to Cobra. What is it called? Sound enhancer or whatever it's called?
Yes, I definitely want to try that. I will be up to camp probably tomorrow night and Saturday night, but I'll be back Sunday. I've always, I got one sitting right here in front of me that I can see, and I was told it needs 2 of them, so we definitely need to try that.
Yeah, I got that one I got that looks like it was dragged in back of a truck as a sound tracker. Replaced the meter and gave it a dime store tune-up, and away we go.
And away we go.
Yes, we are, Frank. Thanks for stopping by over there on Facebook.
I have no idea what even that's about.
And it's some type of filter. Like, I read up on it in the manual in one of the books or something. And it's almost like, it's like that Galaxy noise filter, but it's not. And it says I know when you push it in, it makes people not sound great, but supposedly it messes with your transmit too. And it's weird because I don't know, I've never actually paid attention if it messes with somebody's transmit if I'm regular listening, but supposedly when you both have it on, it sounds clear as day, and it muffles out kind of other noises. I don't know how the principle behind why it works, though.
Well, maybe we can find out.
Heck yeah. Oh, I'm on the beam right now, and I got like a 2 for a match. Maybe I should not be on the beam. Maybe I should go back to the Omni.
Radio man, you sound really good on that beam.
Oh, I appreciate that, Phil. I'm back on the Omni, but yeah. Probably when it's pointing down your way, I'm sure the signal comes up quite a bit.
It really does. I noticed a difference when you get on the Omni. You're not as loud, and the signal's probably half.
Yeah, that's back on the beam. Yeah, I don't know. What do they call that? Audio gain. People do say that it seems like I'm louder, but I don't know if that's just because of the increase in signal. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, 4-element quad. And I'm on. It does vertical and horizontal. Currently on the vertical, obviously, and it's at 50 feet, pointed due south.
Oh, you're so loud.
That's quite a setup you got there. Yeah, that is nice. And yeah, well, I don't know. The thing is you are a little bit louder, but it's very clear. You're not distorted or anything like that.
Yeah, we've heard that about him before.
Wait a minute, you in Gloucester also?
Yes, Screwdriver and I just live on opposite sides of the hill from each other. But yes, I am in New Gloucester.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because both you and Screwdriver give me almost the same signal. Yeah. Enjoy listening to you guys.
Well, we enjoy having everyone on. It's good hearing Hawkeye tonight and Rigor Mortis Rooster we haven't heard in a while. Who else was in there we haven't heard in a while? Wild Bill's new. I got to update him to Kittery. I got to do that real quick. Hold on a second. Kittery. Oops. Who else did we have in there tonight? That we haven't had in a while. I think that was it that I can think of. But, we got Sparkplug on the new radio.
If you guys didn't make half-hour transitions, you wouldn't cover each other.
I know, that was bad. I got teed and I was like, fuck.
That was funny, but I can hear both of you.
That's because really I'm just sitting on his lap. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Ooh, shake that thing.
We're going to give those his and his mics. Right now, we got one of those double-headed D104s, but we got one head spun 180 degrees off, so we can both talk into the mic while we gaze into each other's eyes.
Oh, you two. You guys are funny. Yeah, I was trying to get in there last week, but on that channel, the skip was real.
I was waiting for something, Victor. That was definitely a break 1-3 moment. Yeah, and last week just it happened to be nasty. It's funny because I look at the band right now and it looks like it's pretty dead. Like we probably could have done 30 seconds. It's always a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're never gonna make the right decision. You know, it's a 50-50 shot, and I'm wrong 90% of the time.
Oh, you picked a good channel tonight. It's nice and quiet. As a matter of fact, I even heard the guy in Kittery.
Nice.
Hey, screwdriver.
Yes, go ahead.
How's it sound?
Yeah, sounds real good. I don't have the preamp on right now. You give me about a 6, and yeah, it sounds nice and clean.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Greg Bob? Greg.
Oh man, he's getting us mixed up, Greg. I like it.
There's too many.
So I'm fine now?
You are fine now. What'd you do?
Got my original amp back on.
Yeah, leave it alone.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, you're not too far off from what Greg's giving me, Jim.
What's that?
You're not too far off. You're giving me a 6 right now, and Greg gives me like an 8. So he might peak a 9 here and there with no preamps on. So you're not that far off from him.
Well, you saw how high my antenna is.
Oh man, it's working. So you having issues with that 503 on sideband?
Yeah, Greg said I was crunchy, bad.
Ah, Roger.
No, Jim.
Oh yeah. I meant Jim. I mean, yeah. All right, so Mr. Moose, you still out there?
I could hear him tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet out here. And I know Pipeline says his noise ain't quiet, Vic says his ain't, but I know I'm pretty well quiet right now.
It's absolutely dead quiet here, and that never happens. I don't know what my noise level was, but it's gone.
Roger.
We've been 10 friggin' years.
I got two preamps running, and I got just barely a noise level.
That's usually where I'm at. I got the preamp on my radio, and then I'll run an external preamp, but I don't know. It's better with a good preamp. You know, I got that old CPI, but neither of them work. So I got to figure out why. Man, I'm just lazy. But I use a preamp on my driver amp. But, you know, it's a Texas Star. That one will bring in a little bit of hash and trash.
Tell you something, Gorilla Monsoon and Pat Pep.
So what's the regular channel that you guys in Gloucester hang out on during the week?
Usually watch excuse me, channel 12 on AM. You know, there's a few of us on the way to work in the mornings, mobile, and you get like a half-hour window in the morning, and then evenings it'll be sporadic. I mean, you know, Monday nights you get a lot of us on usually, and Saturday nights. Friday nights is decent depending on who's out there, but yeah, it's usually more of like an evening, like 7 o'clock and after.
Okay, Friday night or Saturday night, you say on channel 12 AM?
Yeah, channel 12 on AM. You'll usually hear some people on Friday nights and Saturday nights. I know I'm usually on Saturday nights. Fridays are iffy for me. It just depends on how my work week went.
Yeah, I'll try it. See if I can hear you guys. I don't know. You know, AM, usually I don't hear too much. So, yeah, like that, although I can check it out to see if I can hear anything.
Oh, yeah. With the signal you're giving me right now, I guarantee I'd hear you on 12 a.m. right now, when there's no skip in there. Obviously, when the skip rolls in, it gets a little difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I haven't talked too much lately on AM, so, you know.
I'm personally more of an AM fan. I really enjoy AM. I actually like FM too, but I really enjoy AM talking. I'm not a huge sideband fan. It's harder to get your radio to be great just because of all the little differences. I just like being a little widebander on AM, but you know, I know there's a lot of people out here when they're on sideband, they'll sound just like they're on AM.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give that a shot then. I like to see how this radio gets out and receives on AM.
10-4.
And tomorrow sometimes I'm getting a little bit of a helper, so that should help out a lot.
Yeah, the first 100 watts makes a big difference.
How many?
And, you know, after the first 100, the first 1,000, you know, and it's an endless money pit, really.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I just got to do it. I got a 500. So, I'm trying to think the name of something star.
And more, I'm getting a Texas Star 500. Great amps, 3 little 4 pills. Those things are awesome.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, it should be here tomorrow, so that should help a little bit.
What are you going to run for a radio in front of it?
My Icon right now that I'm talking off, the Icon 718.
Be really careful. That Icon will make that Texas Star go up in smoke.
No, I can adjust this thing down to 2 watts, and it's real easy. All I got to do is push 2 buttons and turn the dial, and I can adjust it. It goes from low, then 1, and then it goes to 99, then high, and at that point, that's 100 watts. So, I figured running it down around 4 or 5, and it'll be like running it at about 3 watts.
I just know some of them, they will not adjust your sideband power. I don't know if that one will. A lot of them will only adjust the carrier on AM. Your sideband will still be full power. Just keep it on the low side. On AM, I mean, that radio is not going to work great on AM anyway. But, yeah, those amps are pretty, even if you consider the high drive 500, 2 watt dead key into it is the max you really want to go. At 2 watts in, you're getting 150 watts out. You know, and that's as far as you want to push those transistors.
Yeah, well, I got a watt meter, so, right now in my modulation, I'm running about 80, 90 watts right now. So, and like I say, I can adjust it down to low, which is almost like 1 or 2 watts on my meter, and so I figure I keep it down there. I shouldn't have any problem. And then like that, I can also see what I put out for wattage at that point.
Yeah. The biggest thing is watch your output wattage. With that amp on sideband, you probably want to be swinging about 300 or so. You could go up to 400, but I wouldn't push it. If you swing it, because you'll never notice the difference on the other end. Just watch it and keep your peaks right about the 300. And like I said, on AM, your best bet is to keep it about 100 watt dead key out of it. And the thing should last you some good time.
Great oldies.
That's a 10-4. Yeah, I get another person, he lives about 15 minutes from me. He's got one of them rigs, so he can help me, but, he can help me set it up, make sure, we do it, I do it right, and, yeah, like they say, I don't want to ruin the radio or anything like that. And, I've got my amp meter, I can run it, it runs at 13.8, and I've got 2 different, I got the 30 amp that I run my radio off, but I got a 55 amp that I'm going to run the power the amp off of.
Yeah, sounds like you got it all covered. So yeah, you should be doing well. I mean, on sideband, if you're swinging 100 watts now and you go up to 300 watts, it's not going to make a huge difference. But if you turn your radio way down on AM and you can get that to dead key like 75 watts out of the amp, you can underdrive the amp enough to where you can get reasonable audio out of your ICOM. So it definitely can help.
What ICOMs you got?
What'd you say it was? A 718?
Yeah.
And what? Yeah, I think it's a newer ICOM. It's like the, I remember it was a smaller mobile, like it was, I don't know, maybe like a 148 size or something along that size, that line, I believe. Wasn't isn't half of that, like half of it's like a speaker on the front and half of it's like an orange or yellowish display?
Blew it up.
Yeah, kind of a yellowish.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I've never actually run one myself, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely good radio.
Oh yeah, I got the owner's manual. It took me a couple of weeks to learn how to run it all. There's all kinds of buttons and a lot of things to read on, and different ways you can program it. It was complicated at first, but it was a learning curve that I enjoyed.
Yeah, once you get it kind of programmed the way you want it set, you never have to go in and touch the things again. So yeah, it's always good. And go ahead, Mr. Pipeline. I think I heard you underneath them pipeline. Go ahead, sir. And one, a Rockford Point. Yeah, I can hear you good. I don't have my preamp on right now, so you're not really moving the needle much, but I mean, you're well over any static level.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're gonna get another toy to play with, so it'll be different.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, I turned my preamp on pipeline. You give me about a 9, so right now where you're at, you're giving me just about the same signal as you do on your base station. And 4 on a couple miles before Rumford Center. Roger. Every once in a while, this old equipment gets lucky over here.
Can you hear me now?
That's because I run my muzzle a lot. I'm going to try to quiet it down for a few minutes. I'm going to go grab a soda from the fridge and whatnot. So I'm going to let some other people try to talk while I shut up and let stuff cool down a little.
Your radio man.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, what do you think of this rig?
Sounds pretty good. You got some good loud audio. What is it?
Finally got my hands on a Cobra 2000.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like it's on frequency and everything.
Yeah, it's
Ah, copy that. Yeah, I heard he's not doing too good. Is he feeling any better?
He is, yes.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
Yeah, this radio is pretty clean. He just had it went through a couple of years ago, and he's even got the nitrous lights on it, and a nuggy for a 104 is what I got for it.
Copy that. Hey, just for the heck of it, try backing back your mic gain a little bit. I'm hearing a little artifact on your audio when it gets a little hot. Just see if you can back the mic. I want to see if that goes away.
All right, how's that?
It's hard to say. I'll have to hear some more audio. I couldn't tell. I mean, still hear you just fine.
Yeah, I got all my gear in the house now, so you guys are going to have to deal with the idea of not listening to the furnace.
Oh man, I got so used to it though.
So did I, having to shut up every now and then. Yeah, just back it down to hear more.
Yeah, let's see how that sounds here a little bit. Still using the same antenna?
I am the Colossal 10K.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm hearing something on his audio too.
Well, I do have an adapter. I gotta get this this mic wired for a Cobra, but I got an adapter in it, so that might have something to do with it.
Do you have a different microphone to try?
I do not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is, Hawkeye. It's like a creaking noise. It almost sounds like a chair creaking. It seems like it's when the audio gets a little hot. It's weird.
It might be my chair.
Like RF type getting back in the audio noise.
Oh, wait a second. He just said it might be my chair. Wait, come back again. I want to hear that.
Yeah, here you go. And depending on how fast or slow I wiggle it.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm hearing. And so, sit still in the goddamn chair. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm hearing. What say you, Hawkeye?
I think I need to hear you standing up.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll lay on my back with the mic at arm's distance, and then I'll flip on my head, and then I'll stand up straight up.
Yeah, you gotta be patting the top of your head and rubbing your belly in a counterclockwise motion.
Well, now I gotta have 3 hands.
No, you tee up with your left foot while your right foot is shaking from side to side.
Yeah, how you been doing, guys?
Hi.
Oh, I heard that Mr. 29 out there.
Yeah, hey, I gotta hit the rack, guys. I gotta get up early in the morning, which is why you don't hear me on very often.
Hey, have a super final, man. It's good hearing you back out here again.
Yeah, I'll be in and out. 3 o'clock comes awful early in the morning.
Yeah, you're freaking right, it does.
Good to talk to you guys. You guys have a good night. Over and out.
Catch you later, man. How about that clear water? That clear water. So clear. what is going on with Clearwater. I'll tell you what's going on with Clearwater. He won't stop touching it.
He comes in for like 30 seconds a day now.
Oh, big day tomorrow, man. We got the electrician supposedly showing up. I've been waiting on him for 2 freaking months.
Son of what are we doing with some wiring?
Oh, I need more power at work. More power. More outlets. More circuits. I need 2 exhaust vent fans. It's holding me up, man. It's crimping my style.
So 240 volt there for the new amplifier at work with the IMAX on the roof, you know, the good stuff.
Oh, it would be a great friggin' spot right by the lake.
Friggin' right. Sneak it up there, nobody will ever know. Is everything going good over there? Everything's still nice and copacetic?
It's been a lot, I'll tell you. It was certainly a lot more than I had bargained for, and so it's been a bit of a struggle, but I keep plugging away and making headway, but I just feel like I'm running in beach sand with weights being towed behind me. And, you know, every couple of days somebody throws another 5-pounder on there.
That's always rough. It's nice when you can at least get a glimpse of the promised land every once in a while. Like, you know, I kind of the same way at my work. It's like, holy fuck, every day is piled on. But then every once in a while, like, I can see the light. And that shit gets thrown on. But you gotta at least see that light every once in a while to make yourself feel good.
Well, it's just everything. It seems like everything in my life is broken. Appliances, you know, you name it. Nothing's working right. Everything's broken. Assholes are constantly getting in front of me when I'm trying to get to work. Just get out of my way. The fucking stoplight was broken. I sat through 3 stoplights before the douchebag in front of me decided to go through it.
Yeah, that is frustrating. Like, that is the only good thing about, you know, being on the interstate as much as it sucks. You know, you can usually get around the situation if you really want to or really have to. But on the back road, if you're following an asshole, you're following an asshole. There's nothing you can do.
I really wanted to deposit my paycheck Tuesday, right? And I have to do shared branching because my credit union is nowhere near where I work. The one friggin' day I forget my wallet, you know, the one friggin' time I forget my wallet is when I wanted to do and there's no exception. I have a picture of my license on my phone that wasn't good enough. So I said, frig it. I drove all the way home, an hour, turned around, drove an hour back to work. So it wasn't even 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I already driven 3 hours.
Fuck, at that point, I would have just had to stay home.
At that point, I felt like the Grinch, you know, when they're stuffing food in his face. I'm like, bring it on. I'll fucking drive back 2 hours from now and back again. I don't care. Stuff another brownie in my face.
You know, that's the best attitude you can have, though. Like, double down. Steer into that shit. Do something. You know, you're like, fuck fuck it. Let's try to make the entire day about driving. Let's go extreme. Right on, brother.
Well, you figure just a couple days prior, I had driven to New York and back in one day.
Yeah, isn't that always fun stuff?
Good thing I'm driving a fuel-efficient vehicle.
Yeah, let's go with that. How's camp going? Is that at least like somewhat peaceful on the weekends when you're down there?
Oh, I'm not done bitching yet. Yeah, but you did remind me, campfires, it's a beautiful thing. But you know what's not beautiful? Is when all your fucking neighbors start burning cardboard and trash around you because, you know, they're too tight to pay the $50 to go to the landfill. So, I don't know what's going on, but everybody around me is like fucking burning all their trash and cardboard and shit. Can't even sit out on my deck. Feel like I'm being fucking poisoned to death. My house.
The airing of the grievances will commence.
And I'm hearing voices way down in there, but I can't make out who it is. Oh, I heard beeps that time.
Beep, beep, beep.
Exactly. Oh, crap, down here, beep. Oh, I think that was Mr. 29 again. I don't know. Are you driving around for it, or are you sitting in your driveway? Roger. Yeah, your signal is not quite as good. You're at my static level. I can hear you and tell it's you, but I gotta really pay attention. Where before you were a little bit better above the static level. You know what'll make it better, Hawkeye? Let's go for a bike ride together.
Let's do it.
I ain't gonna be around this weekend, but let's find a day, come over, grab a bike, and let's just go for a cruise. That always helps just get rid of the stress in life.
Every night I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace for a motorcycle. I'm at the point now I was actually looking at a Honda Passport.
And just anything to go tool around with is always amazing.
You know, it's funny because when I was a kid, a teenager, I had more fun on friggin' mopeds.
You know, if I could physically still feel even a little bit comfortable on a Grom, I would go buy a Grom because those things are fun as shit. But I have not gotten any smaller over the last year, and you know, my knees and my body are not getting any better. So, yeah, fitting on a Grom just doesn't work for me anymore.
I wish they'd come out with one of those, like, with a 250 in it.
A lot of people are loving those little like DRZ 400 things. You know, it's an on-off road. It's more like a pit bike size. Those actually I can fit on, and they're pretty fun. There's still enough power to hurt yourself and go down the pike and, you know, go off on a trail somewhere. They're nice. You know, it's not as big as like the you know, the KLR or anything like that. It's a nice little like pit bike style on-off road.
What'd you say that was? An ERV 400?
Oh, fuck me, now you just got me confused in my lettering. A DRZ, I think it is, yeah. D is in Dan, R is in Raymond, Z is in, I don't know, fucking the Zohan.
Oh, okay. Are you talking, yeah, the older Suzukis? Yeah.
They still make them brand new right now. I got a buddy who just got one, and I think it's brand new. It might be a couple of years old, but it's an impressive little rig.
Oh, that would be perfect right there. I'd like to have something at camp that if I felt like going exploring, you know, just tooling around, especially when you're not from an area, you know, there's still plenty of exploring to do.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what a new 2024 goes for. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they're the people I know that have them, they love them. They just seem to, yeah, they always have like a little cult following.
Is there any more airing of the grievances?
Give me a second. I know there's something I forgot.
They didn't fuck up your order through the drive-thru recently, did they?
I've done very little drive-through surfing. Maybe that's why I'm so irritated.
You know, a McGriddle here and there definitely helps keep the irritation down.
Well, the bathroom situation at work sucks, so, you know, I can't eat till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's not funny, but that's kind of funny.
What the? Oh, that's like the women where I work. They think the bathroom belongs to them. And it's like, if anyone's in there and personally inconvenience them, you're an asshole. It's like, You know, that's not your personal throne room, lady.
Well, maybe it's just me, but, you know, when the bathroom is, like, right off of a waiting room in an office, that's, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Not super convenient.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to go in there and drop a Nagasaki.
And then you gotta walk out and act like nothing happened in there.
I actually work. I've ever told this story. I worked at a place that the bathroom, we didn't know it, but it was the bathroom exhaust fan dumped out into the customer waiting room, and you know, guys would go in. You know, you get the people. I've never been that guy, but like I've worked with guys over the years. They get to work, and the first thing they do, you could set your watch to it, is they go sit in the bathroom for a half an hour and take a shit. And one day the customers were in the waiting room, and it was like, I'm not kidding you. It was like rapid succession of people just hitting first thing in the morning dumps. And the customers in the waiting room were just gassed out. And the owner's like, that's it. No more shits first thing in the morning. And they had a contractor and they're working. And they found out the bathroom exhaust fan exhausted into the customer waiting area. So you thought you had the fan on, you were blowing the stink out, but you were just blowing it back in.
I was gonna say, I mean, who would exhaust the fan into the waiting room? That had to be a mistake.
Either that or someone very devious. What happened to Screwdriver? What do you have to go hit the bathroom? Hawkeye, did you hear about Hulk Hogan?
Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, they're dropping like flies.
Yeah, but remember, Fix It, Hulkamania lives forever. I guess I better bring the beam back around to its resting position.
So do you hear Jim pretty good on your Omni?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't need the beam to hear him. I hear Jim. You're talking Jim down in Portland, right? Yeah, I hear him just fine.
Portland Jim.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, he's not as strong as Greg, but I don't have any difficulty copying him at all. All right, everyone listening in, I'm going to shut it down here and call it an evening. So just want to let you guys know. All right, everyone. Well, I guess I could tell you. I guess I could share the story before I call it a night. I had a rather late night last night, and I've been a little busy lately. And then my evenings have been one calamity after another right as I'm crawling into bed at night.
Way.
Well, so last week I'm crawling into bed. It's like 9:30. My wife comes in the bedroom with a towel, and I go, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, there's water all over the floor." I'm like, "Well, what water? Well, there shouldn't be water on the floor." So I look up because, of course I'm like, I mean, it wasn't raining, but I'm like, is the ceiling leaking? I look up, and there's water coming out of the friggin' heat pump. So I'm like, God damn it. Well, it's the heat pump on the north side of the house, and usually when I have to power wash the house, that side gets all green, So I got out, I cleaned out the condensate pan in the heat pump, and I used like a low pressure inflator for like an air mattress, and I blew out the condensate line. So I took care of that. That was one calamity. Then last night's calamity took the cake.
Yeah, the dog thing that's rough. How many condensator hoses come out of your heat pump? I'm just curious. Mine had like two different places to hook one up, and then it had another one, and I don't know, it was kind of weird. You remember?
Just one. So I have the main outside unit, and then inside the house I have two. I mean, I don't know what the technical term is, but I have 3 units inside my house. But each one of those has one condensate line.
Yeah, my head unit had, I don't know, it was weird. It had instructions to hook this one hose up to the side of the heat pump inside the head unit. But yet there was another hose come out. So one of mine is only like, I don't know, 6 feet long. So one of them is 20 feet long, and it drains down my whole tubing down to the bottom. And I'll tell you, there's a ton of water that comes out of the thing all the time. And one of them was like halfway up into my covers, and it just drains down inside of my covers and shit. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And so for the rest of the people, oh, and by the way, Jumping Jack wanted me to say hi to everybody. For the rest of the people, so last night about 9:30, so our dogs have invisible fence. They have these things called halo collars, and they mind it very well. So our dogs have like 3 acres to roam the property, and we don't have any issues with them, trying to go through the barrier. So we've become a little spoiled over the years. Like, we let the dogs out, at all hours, and they just kind of roam around and do their thing. Last night, my daughter goes, "Oh," she was outside, she was on her swing set, and she came in, and she goes, "Oh, it smells terrible. I don't know what happened." And of course, the dogs all come running in, all 3 of them, and I didn't know what was happening, but I noticed one of my dogs dove headfirst into her blanket. And I was like, and then it hit me. And I went, oh my God, get all the dogs outside. So we got all the dogs outside, and kind of like a fight, we had to grab one dog at a time, smell the dog. Okay, he didn't get sprayed, let him in. Grab another dog. All right, she didn't get sprayed, let her in. Grab the third dog, direct hit right in the face.
Yeah, amazing right there.
Yeah, her eyes were kind of swollen. She got it in her mouth. Like, even her... So we had this, like... My wife had this, like, 2-part, like, skunk treatment kit. And it was, like... One, it was a shampoo that you shampoo the dog with. And then it was, like, a rinse. But you still rinse the dog with water. But you did the shampoo. And then you put this rinse on the dog. It was in a bottle. They called it a rinse. And then you rinse the dog with water. And then she had a spray... So the blanket I bagged up, threw the blanket out. You know, we weren't even going to try saving that. The dog, I would say that the stuff my wife used probably got rid of, I would say, 95% of the smell. If you grab the dog and you pull her up to you close, you can still smell skunky on her. But it's not stinking up the house or anything, and it's not like transferring. Like if I touch the dog and pet the dog, I can't smell it on my hand, but you can smell it a little bit on her. But yeah, we had to scrub her face last night. Her eyes were all swollen because it was in her eyes. I could still smell it on her breath. Like she came up to see me and she was panting, and she got it in her mouth. I mean, you could just smell it on her breath, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, now that's some shitty breath right there.
I know, I almost felt like telling her to go out and eat a turd, because that might be an improvement.
It's not so bad.
Sorry, Hawkeye, what was that?
I guess my sitting through a stoplight for 3 sessions is not so bad.
No. So yeah, we didn't get to bed till about midnight. So after we got the dog treated, made sure that, you know, the house didn't get destroyed. I think we caught it in time, and she only jumped into the blanket, which was her blanket. We just threw it away. You know, we got her cleaned up. And then my wife and I, you know, we had to get cleaned up again because you got to handle the dog. So, yeah, we didn't get into bed till about midnight, which I know for Screwdriver, he's probably like, that's nothing. I'm just getting started. But for me, I was practically a pumpkin.
I mean, I'm not going to say I love being up that way. You know, I mean, I do sometimes, but usually like 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week for me, which is, yeah. To do it 2 nights in a row, that gets rough. So I hear you for tonight. That's kind of why I'm usually not up on Friday nights.
So yeah, it sucked, but you know, it's like I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said, well, he goes, look at the brighter side. He goes, what would you rather have, that or a porcupine? And I said, well, definitely a skunk. I mean, a skunk sucks, but you know, the dog really isn't in any like excruciating pain. You know, with porcupine, the poor dog, they're in a lot of pain.
Yeah, exactly. The dog could care less about the smell. It sucks for you, but the porcupine, that's fucking rough on. No, I mean, once you pull him out of the dog, it ain't rough on you anymore, but it's rough on you to even hold the dog down and do it. It sucks.
I don't know how the hell he got to sleep with that smell in the house.
Well, Fix It, I think we caught it pretty early. I think, because, you know, my mom, who, you know, I think you know, she has her own place here. I mean, it's a separate house, but it's attached to our house through a mud room. My mom said, because she comes in our house during the day, she does things with my daughter and stuff, and she goes, I didn't notice it when I went in your house this morning, but she goes, I smelled it a little bit in the mud room, which is interesting that the dog was never in the mudroom, but the only thing I can think of is the mudroom, there's a window on the door, but there's no like windows to let fresh air. So the only thing I could think of is just the odor got trapped in there a little bit, so I opened the door up to let some fresh air. But yeah, my mom said she didn't really notice it.
Wow, you got lucky then.
Well, speaking of turning into a pumpkin, that's going to happen to me here real soon, so I'm out of here. Catch you guys later.
Hey, good.
I fixed it there, Wrenchman.
He's working tomorrow, I think, so I'm sure he disappeared an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bailing myself. I'm pretty spent from last night. But yeah, I figured I'd let the rest of the crew know, what was going on last night. Alright, again, everyone on YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to shut it down. As you heard my story, was up late last night, and I'm going to get to bed and get some sleep tonight. So, again, thank you, everyone, for checking in the roll call and making it a great evening every week. Appreciate it, but I got to shut it down. Take care. Alright, everyone, I'm shutting it down. Like I said, I got to get some sleep here. So, good talking to all you, and thanks for everyone who showed up. Make it a great evening every week. And hope to hear some of you this weekend. See ya.